Hey guys, my name is Lindsay from Paper Hearts Planner Co. and I'm going to show you an in-depth tutorial on how to use Goodnotes on an iPad. I love Goodnotes. It is the only digital planning app that I use. I highly recommend it because it's really easy for beginners to learn and there's so much that you can do on it. So I'm going to take you on an in-depth tutorial on how to use every function of Goodnotes. Now, if you are brand new to Goodnotes or you haven't even downloaded it on your iPad yet, you will need to buy it from the App Store. I think it's like $8, but it's only a one-time fee. So once you've downloaded that and installed it, you can jump right in and start using any of our digital planners or stickers. So whenever you open Goodnotes, it's going to open to your documents here. And I have a whole bunch of documents here. If you're new, you'll probably only have one or two. So I'm going to show you how to use Goodnotes with one of our digital planners. So I'm going to open our Pink Blooms planner here. And whenever you open a document within Goodnotes, it'll bring up a tab right here on top. And it'll open to the very first page of the planner. You can swipe both directions to turn the pages, and you can also zoom in and out on those pages. Now, if you want to use the hyperlinks in a planner, you need to know about this tool right here. This is how this button right here, it's kind of like a pencil with a circle around it. That is how you use the tools within Goodnotes. So right now I have the tools turned off. If I turn it on, it'll give me all these tools here. But if I want to flip through my planner using the hyperlinks, I want to have the toolbar turned off so that I can click on these hyperlinks. If I had this turned on, I could not click on these hyperlinks. Let me erase these marks that it made. So if you ever want to flip through the hyperlinks within your planner, you need to make sure that you have the toolbar turned off. So let's talk about the tools within Goodnotes. So I'm going to go and turn my toolbar, and I'm going to show you the tools within each tool within Goodnotes. So the first one right here, we actually swipe to a page. Okay, this first one right here is a zoom function. So say we want to type right here at 6 o'clock. I'm going to click on this, and then I click right here, and this is zooming in right down here to where this box is within the planner. So say that you wanted to write right here on this box, you could do that by turning on your pen tool, and then you could write. And that shows up right up here where you had zoomed in and wrote. Now, I don't really recommend using this. Some people do, and you definitely can, but it is not something that I like to use. Instead, I like to just zoom in and out within my planner and write where I need to. Now, the second tool right here is your pen tool. Whenever you use a stylus or an Apple Pencil, you can write on your iPad with the pen tool, but there's a lot of different things that you can do with the pen tool. So if you double click on it, it will open up the pen box, and you can change it from a fountain pen, a ball pen, or a brush pen. And then whenever you choose the pen type, you can change the sharpness and the pressure sensitivity of that pen. I usually use the ball pen. It's the one that I like, but you can also use a brush pen. There's a lot of different options. Now, down here, you can select even more options that you might want to use within your pen tool. I usually just keep it pretty simple. I do have the stylus and palm rejection turned on. And if you are using an Apple Pencil, you want to make sure that you do not disconnect it. So let me show you how to write. I'm going to erase this over here. So you can just zoom in here, and using your Apple Pencil or your stylus, you can write anywhere on your planner. Now you can make the text as big or small as you want. And say that you want to change the size of this, you can easily do that, and I'm going to show you how to do that just in a second. So let's say that you don't really like how you wrote this and you want to get rid of it. There are a couple of different ways you can do that. First, you could just undo it right up here with this undo button, but that does it like one by one, the individual characters. There is an undo and a redo button, or there's also an eraser tool. So if you click on the eraser tool, you can choose a lot of different options here for your eraser, and then over here you can choose the size of your eraser. So we can change it from really small to large, and that changes the size of your eraser. Next up, we have the highlighter tool. With the highlighter tool, I love using this to block out sections of my day. You can highlight with this tool. You can change the color over here with these different colors. Now your colors might look different here than mine, and that's because I have these colors pre-selected. So if you click on the color, if you click on it, it'll bring down a drop box and give you a whole bunch of different highlighter colors. And then if you wanted to add even more, you could click custom, and you can add the hex code here for your own custom color. So one color that I use pretty often, there we go, is I'm going to add that to my presets so that color is always right there. And now I can use this color as a highlight tool. So let's say that I had written something here. Then I can use my highlighter tool, and you can, my highlighter tool to highlight it. Now one way that I use highlighting tools a lot is to block out sections of my day. So let's say that I'm going to work from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm going to draw a square here. And when you get back to the corner, if you hold down on it, that square will become even instead of kind of just those messy lines that I made. Now, another way to do squares and shapes like this is with the actual shape tool. You can use a shape tool to draw any shape. And when you get to the other side of your shape that you drew, if you just hold down, it will make the shape nice and even and pretty for you. So you can do circles, squares, and rectangles. You can do stars. There's so many different shapes that you can draw. Now let's say that you want to change the size of your shape. If you just hold it and click on it, it will let you change the size. So whenever these little blue dots come up, you can change the size. So let's say with this highlighted box that I made, it kind of went up here into the 8 o'clock, and I just want to be from 9 to 1. If I click on that, I can drag it around and change the shape on it. Now, the next tool up here is the lasso tool. This lasso tool gives you so many options to do different things within your planner. So let's say that I want to copy this highlighted box. If I lasso it and then I tap on it, you can delete it, copy it, cut it, convert it, color it, and resize it, add it to element, and take a screenshot. So I can copy it, and then I could click and paste it over here. That's one way to move it around. And then you can use this corner option right here to change the size. Another thing I can do with it, I need to lasso it again. I can color it, so I can change the color of the box and change the highlight color to a different color. I can resize it, and that will give me the option to resize it. And you can just use it right down here in the corner of this little blue arrows. Let's see. I can add it to elements. In just a second, we'll talk about elements, but if you want to add this to your elements, this is how you would do it. And I can also take a screenshot of it. Now, it only screenshotted the corner because that's the only part that I lassoed. So if I wanted to take a screenshot of the whole entire thing, I would need to lasso all the way around it and then take a screenshot. And you can export that screenshot to wherever you want. So now let's talk about elements. Elements just came out in Goodnotes, and it is basically a way to save your favorite stickers, or maybe save some text that you had written, shapes. It's just a way to save things within Goodnotes so it's easily accessible. So within my elements, I actually save my stickers there. And Goodnotes comes pre-built with a few different elements. Like you have everyday stickers here. Whoops. You have some everyday stickers, some text stamps, back to school, shapes, and sticky notes. And these come automatically within Goodnotes. And then when you purchase stickers from me or any other sellers, you can add those to your elements too. Like here, I've added in my birthday stickers, our rainbow stickers, and some of our budget stickers. To add to elements, you just lasso whatever sticker you might want to use, and then you'd hit add to element and it would save that up here. Or say that you have some text that you write every single day, like say you have your schedule that is the same every day and you want to add it to your elements, you can, and you can easily use that. So let's just like do an example of that. Let's say that we want to write that we are going to work from 9 to 1 every day. So I want this to just be easily able to copy and paste it every single day. So I'm going to lasso it. And the lasso can be a little bit finicky sometimes. And then add to element. And I'm going to just add it I'm going to add it to a new collection. And I'm going to title this Frequently Used. I'm going to create, so this is creating like a section within elements. And then I can go to frequently used, and let me go over to a new page, go to elements, and then I can click on it, and then it adds it right there onto my planner, and I can easily just paste it or set it wherever I want it to go. Okay, so that's how you use elements. There are some other ways to add stickers to elements, and I will show you how to do that within our video of how to use Goodnotes stickers. But basically, you would just need to import them from the Files app on your iPad, and it's really easy to do. I will show you that in another video. The next tool up here is your Pictures tool. This is also another way to add stickers or any pictures that you want to your planner. So let's say you have some pictures saved in your camera reel that you want to add to your planner. So I'm going to just go ahead and add this picture of me and my husband at the beach to my planner. Whoops, it added twice. And say I just want to like stick that over here. That is a quick and easy way to add photos to your planner. Now, if I don't like the size of this photo, I can just click on it here. And I can move it around, angle it, resize it. Really easy to do with the Resize app. The next tool up here is the text box tool. Now, I don't use the text box tool a lot. I usually just write on it, but it is write on my planner, but the text box tool is really great if you use a keyboard with your iPad, or if you don't like your handwriting and you want to make your planner a little bit prettier using a specific font. That is something that I do sometimes, and let me show you how to do that. So I have another video that you can watch on how to add fonts to your planner. But let's say that you want to write over here in reminders. So let's just zoom in here onto reminder. And I'm going to make sure my text box tool is on. I'm going to go ahead and choose my font. I'm going to choose font September. And this is not a font that's already installed on my iPad. It is something that I had to download. And you can watch my video on how to do that. I'm just going to go with the preset size here. And the text color, I'm going to go ahead and go with black. And I am going to left justify it. So let's click right here to add this text box, and then I'm going to make a reminder to make a doctor's appointment. Oops. Okay, then I'm going to click off, and right there it has a really cute font that I need to make a doctor's appointment. Now let's say that I didn't really love the size of this, then I want to make it bigger. There are two different ways to do that. First, I could just lasso it and resize it, and that will resize it. or I could go back to my text box tool, click on it, highlight everything, which can be a little bit harder to do when you're just like using your fingers on your iPad. And then I could click on the font size, and I could change the font size there. The easiest way that I find to do it is with the lasso tool, but you do have multiple options. So that is how that you can use your text box tool. This next tool right here is what's called a laser pointer. This is something that's used for like presentations, so you could like screencast what you write within Goodnotes onto like another screen or like a presentation. This isn't something that you would really be using on like a daily basis when you're just planning, but that is a function that you have there. Okay, so now let's dive into some of these other tools. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this toolbox off. And let's talk about these things up here. So first, let's just move from this way. This is how you turn on your tools on and off. These 3 lines let you do a lot of different things, or 3 dots let you do a lot of different things. You can copy the page, rotate it, add it to the outline. You can clear the page, move to trash. There's so many different things you want to do. So let's say I want to like get rid of everything that I wrote on this page. I can just hit clear page, and it takes away everything. It's a great way to like reset your planner page if you need to erase a lot and you just don't want to have to erase everything. And a great way to do it is to just clear the page. Now let's say that I want another copy of this page. Let me show you this on our budget section. It would make a little bit more sense. So in the budget section of our planners, you get your budget and your expenses, and then you get another page of expenses. But let's say that you need one more. So what you would do, you would go up here and you would hit copy page, and then you would go right here to this plus page button. And this lets you add another page in. So right now you can click right here on after, and then you can hit paste page. And that will paste this page after the page. So now you have 2 copies of it instead of just 1. Another way to do this is if you wanted if you wanted the same page over again, you could just hit current template and it would add another one. But let's say that you had written some text on here and you wanted all that text to go as copied as well to a new page, then you would have to copy the page and paste the page. So that would have all the text as well. Now, you can also add photos, you can scan documents, you could add images into your planner like that too, and it would add it as a new page. Now, over here, we have the export button. You can export your page, you can export your whole entire planner. This is a way that you can share your planner if you wanted to like move it to a device that didn't have Goodnotes on it, or you just wanted to like share a screenshot with somebody else. You could wanted to do a presentation, or you wanted to print it. That is how you would do it from there. If you want to bookmark this page, you would click right up here on the bookmark, and you could easily bookmark it. This gives you the option to search. So let's say that I hadn't gotten rid of text. Let me show you. So I'm going to write something really specific right here. So let's say I'm going to write eating out. Now, if I wanted to search for where I had eating out within my planner, I could do that, and it would show me that I had written this on page 521, and it would take me right to it. The search tool is really great if you have just a ton of stuff in your planner that you want to find something really quickly, like a note that you had made and you're not sure what page it's on. That's a great way to do it. Now, up here, the very last little tool here is the thumbnails tool. So if you click on this, it is going to show you every single page within this document. And there are a lot of pages within our planner. So if you know that you wanted to go to like a specific page and you didn't want to click through the hyperlinks to find the page, you could go up here to thumbnails, and you could, let's say you wanted to go to our notes section, you could just scroll down onto the notes, click on the page you want to go to, and it'll take you right to it. That is one easy way to go to a page without having to flip through your planner completely or use the hyperlinks. So that is all the tools within Goodnotes. And it's really super easy to use. I think there are a lot of other options for digital planning, but Goodnotes is just really great for beginners or even like seasoned digital planners. It has so many options, really everything that you would need. And the new Elements tool really takes it up a notch as far as what you can do in like saving your stickers. So in my next video, I'm going to show you guys how to use our digital sticker books and how to import them into your digital planner. If you guys have any questions, please let me know.